1000 Stories, Wednesday 9:30 p.m. This Singapore 1000 series is brought to you by DP Information Group, part of the Experian Group.
If you have a sweet tooth, you'll probably relate to my next guest. She's a young entrepreneur who ditched the corporate world to become her own boss and follow her passion for sweets. In the spotlight this week, we're talking to Liang Siqi, founder of Sweet Enchantment. These rock candy are a labor of love, made from only natural ingredients. And the process starts with what else? Sugar. It's all mixed to form a gooey consistency, and then folded and twisted over and over until the mixture is just perfect. Natural colors are added according to the desired design. And here's where creativity, technique and skill come together. One wrong move and the entire batch will be ruined.
Candy is like a lady. It throws temper. When you make the lady wait too long, it cranks up and gets hard on you.
Siqi and her assistant are attempting to replicate the corporate logo for Royal Caribbean. These treats will end up in the cabins of its cruise ships. And business has been good so far. They've also sold some 2,000 jars to RIM, makers of the BlackBerry smartphone. Since starting the business, Sweet Enchantment has sold about 12,000 jars of candy to corporate clients and counting. Every month, they're selling up to 5,000 more jars to retail customers. And they expect a strong third quarter for 2011, potentially doubling their sales growth by 50%.
I enjoy making things with my hands, and I love the quality that light can stream through candies from sugar. That's where the love for the business actually came from. I started off working on it in our own kitchen with my husband, and then we were actually making candy every night after work.
Back then, Siqi was still working in the finance industry and her husband in the IT world. To make the business work, Siqi quit her job and started Sweet Enchantment with all the money the couple saved. The couple poured in some 100,000 Sing dollars to start the business, and there were hurdles right from the start.
Since we are not from the F&B industry, we really have our work cut out for us when we source to people. We have to start looking at the chemistry of how they actually extract all these flavors and ingredients. Moving on from there, trying to get a team set up for the entire business is not easy as well.
With a core team, they set off to create their own recipes and their unique candy designs. So what makes your rock candy different from the rock candy that you find elsewhere here in Singapore?
Our rock candies are made from all natural ingredients, meaning no artificial color, no artificial flavor, where you actually have our flavor, of course, like strawberry. When you're actually working with the strawberry ingredients, you can still actually find some seeds of the strawberry inside. Natural colors do not leave colors tongue. Like when you eat a candy, at the end of the 5 minutes of eating candy, you actually get green, blue, red tongue. With natural coloring, it doesn't stain. If it doesn't stain your tongue, it doesn't stain your internal organ. It's just like any food that you consume, it will actually flush out from your body without leaving any toxin inside. We have events planners who actually come to us and say, they were saying that when they actually provide some candies to their events for high-powered people, at the end of the session, they actually have multicolored tongue, and that's quite embarrassing when they start talking to each other. It doesn't look good for them.
So for now, part of the strategy is going after corporate clients. There's just one retail outlet at VivoCity at the moment, but Sweet Enchantment is planning to expand up to 5 stores across Singapore over the next 3 years. You're not the only player in town.
Yes.
There are several others as well. How do you think you can compete with what is already out there?
Rather than competing, I would say that we are targeting a different crowd. We are actually targeting at a group of people who are more keen on having a healthier option with more exotic taste, palette. We have floral series where we actually have rose, sakura. So these are the different flavors that we try to put in. Bringing in Asian flavor, we actually have Thailand's lemongrass and we use Japanese yuzu, citrus, sakura, and plum.
Despite the hard work and unpredictable nature of retail, Sichi says there are rewards to being an entrepreneur and her own boss.
Yes, there's more pains and more fears along the way, but the reward is a lot greater when you actually see someone pop a piece, just a tiny piece of your candy into their mouth and their eyes like widen. Satisfaction you get from that is really different. And having said that, when you are in a big corporation, you are delegated to a small specific role. But when you actually have your own setup and a small core team, the team actually has to help each other out with everything. We learn from scratch, we grow together, the sense of belonging. That's where we actually have a family.
And that's our program for this week. Thanks for watching. If you have comments, questions, do drop us a line. You'll find us at channelnewsasia.com/MoneyMind. You'll also find us on Facebook. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.